Wow, good morning, Heidi. You were fast. Good morning, good morning. I haven't even found us yet. Still can't find us. Okay, come on. Oh, because you're on YouTube. It goes straight to YouTube. I think there we are. Anyway, good morning. I'm going to get the link out to all the lovelies, link peeps, and then go back to creative hand lettering and doodling. And we're going to post something, Lindsay. Okay, so today is July 31st, and it's the last day of our index card. What index card? Whoops, a day challenge. Thank heavens. I am done. And the prompts are, what are our prompts? And Kids Inventors Day. And also constructing our new book for August. It's a book style pocketbook. I hope. I mean, you get these ideas and then you haven't done them, so you don't know if they're going to work or not, but you always hope for the best. And there we are. Get my big arms out of there and we will go. It's on like Donkey Kong. I'm going to pin this so I don't mess up. All right, we are good to go. Phew, and it's 8 o'clock exactly, so that is exciting. Good morning, Rebecca and Denise. You are not showing up on Facebook yet. I'm here. Nancy, Jewel, Ellen, Carol, Dieta, Jan Marie, Letizia, Jeanette, Kathy, Ruthann, and Heidi was the first one here. And Valerie, good morning. How is everybody doing? We yeah, I finally got here. We are going to forego all of the shameless plugs today except for one. Let me get a pen. At 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Adornit's page here on Facebook, I will be live for DIY Wednesday here on Facebook. So, just so I can school you guys for a moment, if it is 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it's 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then it's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then it's 4 p.m. Oh, they are swimming in that river for the Olympics, the scene. Ugh. And then it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to fix my pillow. Everything's sliding on my chair. Wow, that's gross. Whatever. What can you do? I wouldn't do it. Okay, so that's the plan. I would love for you guys to come there because I think I'm going to do some details and stuff in the book. Today we're just putting it together so you guys can see how to put it together. And then I'm going to be there doing some other stuff, going a little bit further, taking it to the oomph. But I did want to finish today's book because, it needs to be finished. I do have one more page here to do, and I will do something there. Maybe just handwrite the end or something. Yeah, I don't know if that river is clear, Ellen. It's been yucky since the 1500s. It's been a sewage river. I just don't think I could do it. Okay, so today is day 61. It's Diorama and Kids Inventors Day. And I came downstairs here early and I did my card ahead of time. Yes, I think that will be recorded. If it's not, I'll make sure I can figure out how to record it. So a diorama is like a box that you look through and you can see pictures from the front to the back. So I did Don't Be Sad Because It's Over, Be Happy Because It Happened, one of my husband's favorite quotes by Dr. Seuss. And then the second, so vellum on the front layer with a little rainbowy thing, and a rabbit silhouette and mushrooms, and then clouds and another rabbit silhouette and a mushroom. And then on the back page is a rabbit silhouette and like a sunset or something. You guys, I know they've been testing the river, but I'm just saying for my personality, you couldn't pay me enough to jump in that river. Okay. And on the backside, I have a moon and then the sunset and another rabbit silhouette. So that's my diorama. I really wanted to make a box and then have the lid come off and everything, but that just wasn't going to happen today because we have so much to do. So much to do. But I did mount it on top of another card. And it's going to just glue down to the book. And we're going to call it a day. We're going to say night-night to this book. Good riddance. Oh, but we'll do a little flip through first so we can see everything that we did. And then we're going to put the book to rest. Diana says she doesn't even like paint on her hands. That's a true fact. Could you imagine jumping in a sewage-filled river? No. Okay, so today is day 61 out of 61. Yay, us. We finished. And it was not easy, I must say. And today is diorama. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. Diorama and Kids Inventors. I wonder what things kids have invented. I didn't look it up. Did anybody look it up? Kids Inventors Day. And the end. Yay. I'm happy that it's over. I'm glad it happened. But, you know. So in case you, well, let's start at the beginning. So this is the style of book that we're putting together. It's just a glued paper book. It's super simple. If you don't like how chunky it is, when you're all done, you could take a hair tie or a rubber band or something and put it around it like this to keep it closed. We're going to make a belly band for it for our new book, and I'm not doing that with mine because I don't like that at all. Anyway, here's how we started. We started with a title card, door and portal. My door opened to the Aurora Borealis. That's how long ago this was. Remember when we had the Aurora Borealis? Zinnia, gradient, and red, red rose. Whoops. Whoops. Bordeaux and trees, and the trees pulled out of the pocket. I did start off a lot better than when I kept going. Build a cake or something, Napoleon Dynamite. That was fun. The prompt there was dynamite and patisserie. This was a fun one also. It was a sunset and an owl. So we did the owl from the Tootsie Pop. This was fun. Lavender and opal fire. Actually, there were some fun cards. I just started hating it towards the end. Wave and orange. Potpourri and extrovert. Life isn't always a tiptoe through the tulips. Dutch tulips and orange. Ferris wheel and flutterby. Yellow slicker and ellipse. Lost and found in the forest. That was a cute card. I forget about these things once we do them. A recipe for peace, and well, no, it was a recipe and a pine forest. Terrazzo and guacamole, olive sprig and ivy, ranunculus and navy dream. I did love that page. Bubble bath and beach, alternating and fiesta blue with Atticus. I don't remember what that meant. Oh, because Atticus picked out the lighthouse and the sailboat that he wanted me to do. Gold and searching blue is a color. This is crystal and Renaissance tapestry. Tulips again and sugar plum. Hummingbird and impulsive purple. Lavender flowers and coffee or tea. We had tea twice. Hibiscus and fold, and this was a fold out. Remember. Life is sweet, bubblegum and strawberry, powder pink and opaque. I love this one. Steampunk and potpourri. There's the potpourri on her head, in case you didn't see it. Licorice and sepia. White and parfait. National Postal Workers Day and bonsai. UFO Day and pixel art. Castle and play outside. Oh, that was a cute one. Panorama and 4th of July barbecue. Oh, I guess I didn't glue that one down. Bikini Day and splash. Balance and fried chicken. Dashboard and chocolate. SCU Day, which is Savor the Comic Day and Pac-Man. Sushi Day and fringe, so we did some fringe. Off prompt for Charlie. Oh, this was the day that Charlie sad. The big boy, which is embrace your geekness. So I did a train and forest green. Don't be confused, Corey. You'll be okay in a minute. International Cat Day and racetrack. No racetracks here. Snake Day and fragile. Seashell and mac and cheese. Pecan pie and plum. World Emoji Day and calm. Daiquiri and intertwine. Disco, I did disco duck and fast food. Mango and assemblage. Sprinkles and trivial pursuit, which I did not do. I only did sprinkles. And this is Clue, what's a beach where I scattered my folks' ashes and tequila? Does anybody know what beach that was? Wild cards, so I just doodled. Holistic therapy and the game of life. Wine and cheese and mahjong, which I didn't do mahjong. World Ranger Day. It's Smokey Bear. Smokey Bear. National Dress Your Pet Day. Going to the Codfish Ball. Garden and Hot Tea Day. Houseplants and Tessellation. I love this page. Took me like 2 hours and it was well worth every minute. Circle Day and Bagel Day. Then yesterday we had Planetarium and World Hugging Day, and that brings us to today. Here you go, Corey. Now you can be caught up. Yes, I did this card ahead of time. We're not doing a card today. We're putting our book together, and I have to be out of here exactly at 9 o'clock because Brent has a doctor's appointment. So I did a diorama with 3 layers of vellum. One has a silhouette of a bunny and some words and some mushrooms. Another silhouette of a bunny and a mushroom and some clouds. And then the last page has trees and a bunny and a sunshine. I mean, a sunset. And it says, don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened. I'm going to do this last page, the end. And that is the end of the book. We did it. So now we're doing this same book again because Lindsay liked it. And it's easy and simple for everybody to put together without me telling you you have to go buy certain supplies. Round of applause. We finished our book. We finished 2 months of double prompts. Insanity. I would say I'll never do it again, but next year's coming again. So I posted this yesterday with all of the, oh my heavens. When did you do the last page? At like 5 o'clock this morning when I woke up. Because Brent is having a, well, no, I didn't wake up at 5. I woke up at 3:45 because he's having a colonoscopy. So he had to start drinking the stuff. Well, not start, but finish drinking the stuff at 3:45. So at about 5 o'clock, I did that card because I was wide awake. All right, so here's what we're doing. We need 22 pockets for 22 days. So I lied to you guys because I forgot that we are not doing weekends with our prompts. We are only doing weekdays. So like for week 1, that starts tomorrow and Friday. So we're doing watercolor and words and Stabilo all sketchy. If you don't know what a Stabilo all is, it's a pencil. And I don't think I have one here. Maybe I do. Let's keep turning, keep turning. Oh, here's one. This is a Stabilo all pencil, and we're going to be using that on our page on Friday. They're readily available at all craft supply stores and art supply stores, and they are move-aroundable with water. So if you want to do what I'm doing, go grab one of those. If you don't have one, a watercolor pencil will do. So tomorrow we're doing watercolor and words, okay? That's why we only need 22 pockets for 22 days. We are not creating on the weekends because I thought, what mean teacher makes you guys work on the weekends? Well, me. And I know I'm mean and I know I make you work on the weekends, but this time, not going to work on the weekends. So you can add more pages if you want to add more, but you really only need 11 papers. I'm going to do 12 papers because I want one extra so I can start with, maybe I'm going to try to Xerox this down so they can go in the front pocket. And then I always like to have an ending page that tells when we did this, why we did this, what my thought process was, blah, 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 blah. So you cut 11 to 12 sheets, one extra if you want 12. Get it? 11 if you only want the exact amount, 12 if you want an extra. Then I said, I'm cutting 12. If you got the mystery box from Adornit and are using 12 by 12 papers, cut to be 12 inches by 8.5 inches. 12 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay? 12 inches by 8.5 inches. If you are using 8.5 by 11 paper, hold on. This one's already cut, but 11 inches by 8.5 inches. 11 inches horizontally by 8.5 inches vertically. Okay. So then you score your 12-inch paper on the 12-inch side at 6 inches. That would be considered half, in half. Got it? In half. You're scoring to fold it in half. Get it? Got it good? We're getting rid of this ugly paper. Then you score it again at 6.5 inches to create your pocket. Get it? Got it? Good? So then when you fold it up, you're going to have something like this. It's going to look like a peachy folder. So if you did the 8.5 by 11 size, you're going to score it at 5.5 inches because that's half of 11, fold it in half, and then score it at 6.5 on the 8.5 side and fold those up to create a pocket, fold it in half to create your little folio. Good? For the cards to insert in the pockets, I'm not pre-cutting them except for tomorrow's. It's just going to be a card. But You could have folded ones this direction. You could have folded ones this direction. We may have one that accordion folds out. We may have die cut pages. We don't know yet. So don't go ahead and cut everything ahead of time. Are we ready? So I narrowed my 16 pages of cardstock down to 12. This is what my pages look like. I have them in order, so I don't want to get them out of order. Here's the tricky part. If you want this part to show, it's going to be on the inside. If you want this ugly part to show, it needs to be on the inside, okay? So when you're folding and scoring, make sure that the ugly part is on the outside. Good? Let me show you. I love this, so this is going on the inside. This is not my favorite. It's not ugly, but it's not my favorite, so it's going on the outside. And then we're going to fold it again on the 6.5-inch side. Okay. And like I said, if we hate this paper, we can cover it up with something else, you know, not to worry, not to worry at all. But that is crooked. How can it be crooked when I did it on the scoring board? Make sure your pages are nice and even. They got to match here in the corners. Good. And then the idea is that we are going to glue these two babies together. So you are going to lose these two ugly parts that don't match my yellow and gray scheme. Okay? We're going to keep folding, however. And I want to keep it going in the right order. So I want this to be my interior, this to be my exterior. Not that it's ugly. What size am I doing? 12 by 8.5. All my pages are a little wonky. Maybe I went too quick on the scoreboard. Oh, you know what else helps, Lindsay? A burnishing tool. Always burnish. And I always forget that when you're scoring and folding things. I'm doing the 12 by 8.5, Corey, because it was the size from the mystery box. You can cut it down to 8.5 by 11 if you want, but why cut an extra inch off when you don't have to? So my pages are 12 inches long or wide by 8.5 inches. No, I lied. 12 inches long or horizontal by 8.5 inches wide or tall. Okay. So we want this part to be the inside. And I mean, it's really not hard. This book is certainly not rocket science. It is gluing papers together. I wanted to make it so simple for you guys because sometimes we do really hard stuff. And I didn't want to do anything hard. My brain can't handle hard right now. Good? Are we all good? So I'm still folding. And scoring with a burnishing tool. Oh man, isn't that yellow just pretty? We used to sell so much of this old paper at Ben Franklin when I worked there. I don't know what they sell anymore because I don't work there anymore. All right, fold up. This is going this side. I do not ever want to see this silverware again. It is ugly. I mean, I guess it would be fine for certain things, but it's not fine for me. Also, you have to be careful when you're scoring because sometimes you can break the paper. Let me show you. This one broke. I scored it way too hard. I put a lot of pressure on it. And you don't need to do that because most scrapbooky type papers are printed on one side and white in the center. And so it it tore and broke. So you're not like putting all your muscle into it when you're scoring your papers. So kudos to you guys who prepped your stuff last night. Way to go. No, that's wrong, Lindsay. Thank you for prepping ahead of time and being a prepper. A lot of my pages are just crooked. I love this paper. That's going on the inside. It's white on the outside, so that works out. Ann Savage says she's forgotten how funny I am. I always wanted to be a comedian, but I don't know how you write jokes. I mean, I can be funny and I can be serious. We had a giant family upset, I guess I should say, over the last week, and we finally had a chance to all talk to each other last night, and we worked it all out, and we're still a family, and that is a good thing for me because I don't know where I'd be without my family. I'd be a double orphan. Carmen says, kudos to the girl who called in a panic because she got lost. That was Carmen. My phone never rings, like ring, 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 and you have to go, hello, that kind of phone call. Well, that was Carmen. She called me yesterday in a panic, but she had it all figured out. I called her right. I never answer my phone. So I'm like, holy crap, Carmen called me. There must be a problem. So I called her right back and she's like, I'm trying to put my book together and I have dyslexia and I need a little help. Did this one not get scored? And this one? Oh, that's because I forgot. I wanted to show you how to score. How far do you fold? Corey, here you go. I'm going to show you. So this paper is 12 inches across. Can you see that? 0 through 12. And I'm going to score it in half at 6 inches by not pressing very hard. Then I'm going to turn it to the 8.5 side and I'm going to score it at 6.5. So one score at 6 and one score at 6.5. If you have an 8.5 by 11 sheet, of course you're going to score in half at 5.5, not at 6. Good? But I'm scoring because I have 12 inches, so it's a 6-inch score here. And then 6.5 is the same whether it's 8.5 by 11 or 12 inch. Oh, I got out of channel though. Oh, Judy got up at 3:30 in the morning to do her papers. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then remember, you need to decide what's going on the inside, what's going on the outside. Oh, this one is I don't know why when I score it, it should be right. Huh, weird. It's just weird. And this one is this pattern on the inside. And we are going to decorate the pages as we go, day by day. We're going to make a cover for the page. I may have to come back later today and do the cover for you because it just requires an extra piece of cardstock on the cover. But I'm going to make a spine cover with the piece of fabric that's in our book. And then I want to make a belly band to tie the whole thing with. So that's going to be later on. Okay, so that's the back. The front goes this way. Make sure you have your papers in the order that you want them. If not, take this time to order them up. I want this daisy paper to be my first. Okay, so this is our first page, which is going to get one of these papers in the pocket. Do you see how that's going to work? And I'm not going to cut this yet. I'm going to glue it all together and then figure out exactly what I want to do with the pocket, because where's the page? Oh, here. Here's my sample. So I think what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut a triangle, a very skinny triangle here before you glue everything down. And you may want to cut at an angle on this side and an angle on this side so that it folds nicely. Because if you don't cut this, you have a big thing in the center that may not work, but it might work. Corey, I think the fold is 2 inches. It is a 2-inch pocket. That's correct. Hi, Carrie Lytle. Lytle? First time here. Hello, newbie. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're just going to glue. This is how hard this book is. I'm going to use my Fabrifix out of the bottle that is open because I had to go to a retreat and somebody opened this bottle and now I need to use it. So I'm just going around the edges. For those of you guys that are double-sided tape people, it's going to take you twice as long, but that's okay. Fabrifix works. Make sure you have your pages going the right direction. If for some reason you want your pocket at the top, I don't know why, but make sure your pocket is at the bottom and you just set it down on top of the other page. Tap it down all the way around to get it straight. And I'm going to open it and use my burnishing tool and go all the way around all 4 corners. Now you have uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Okay? Keep going. That's all you do. Maybe put the cap on your glue when you're not using it, but one thing we have to do tonight before we all go to bed is glue the spine with some of this stuff. Remember this, kids? Elmer's white glue. Because that's what holds the whole thing together. This one is so crooked. Must have scored crooked. I don't think I can fix it. Can you see there's just a little overlap there that's going to bother me to no end, but that's okay. You can always go back and cut a sliver off if and you want. Okay. Now you have glue that got on the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody good? Questions? This is going to really bug me. I got to really figure out how I can refold this. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Well, a little tiny bit it worked. Corey says, I wish I had done my prep work. Always prep your homework. C- today for you, Corey. C-. But you can always put it together later. You just won't be able to do it with me. It's okay. It's okay. You have the whole day, right? You're retired. You can do this on your own. Open, burnish. Always push out when you burnish because the glue seeps out of the edge. And then just make sure that your edges are clean from glue. Because if you get too much glue, you're going to glue your book together and you don't want to do that. So clean it up. See, this is going to bug me. I'm just going to say out loud. Do you see this edge here where you can see some of that blue? So before I finish this, well, I'm going to do it right now. And I'm not going to do it. But I'll probably take a scissors and cut this and trim it. Yeah, and you can rewatch the video anytime you want. And I'm going to try to do some embellishing on our cover and stuff in the Adornit class later. So I will do a recap with the Adornit crew later today when I do that class on the Adornit page. So come over there at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, etc., etc. But it's really the simplest book you can put together. The pockets making it a little different than our last book, but it's still super simple. And look how cute it's going to be. Right? The other thing I could do, no, I should have done it ahead of time. I could have stitched my pockets, but I should have done that ahead of time on my sewing machine. When you use Fabrifix, use it sparingly, but use it thoroughly. So you don't want a lot of globs in the corner like I did right here, because that's going to seep out. Always check to make sure your pocket's on the bottom. I know, Vicky says sometimes 12 by 12 paper is not cut exactly. I know, we're all humans after all. That's what I tried to tell my kids last night during our family conversation, that I'm just a human being. I do make mistakes, more than most. Got a little glue seepage. How's everybody doing? Are you doing good? Yesterday, I did an entire quilt design in one day. In other words, I had to draw 13 pictures. They aren't inked in, but at least I came up with the ideas yesterday. So I have 13 images for a new quilt for Adornit and Stitches with Love, Stitches of Love. So that's what I did yesterday. Carmen says, even dyslexic Carmen can do this. It's dyslexic approved. Okay. Next. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm doing this quilt that was supposed to be done in January, and then it was supposed to be done in February and March and April and May, and I just haven't felt it, like I couldn't even begin because I just didn't have any ideas. But yesterday, all the ideas started flowing and I could not stop. So I did, uh-oh, this one is way crooked. Hold on. Come on back. Move, move, move. You know you want to move. Hang on. Houston, we have a problem. There we go. Okay. That is why, kids, that I like Fabrifix, because if you use double-sided tape, it is not moving. Anyway, I started drawing these Halloween girls. They're called Lindsay's Bat Girls. It's a Batgirl quilt. It's all Halloween for the whole entire year, Halloween. And oh my gosh, I just kept drawing and drawing, and they were so cute. Wait till you see it. And this week also, I did a Halloween countdown calendar for Adornit, which I'm going to include in our October journal play day, and a December countdown calendar, which will be in December's journal play day. That means I have almost all of my artwork done for me for October and December, which is super exciting. Oh, that's really pretty. I'm sad though that I'm losing that. Maybe I should have done it the other way. Nah. No second guessing. All right. I'm on a roll. I'm on a jelly roll. So I have some new ideas for fall. Not probably for you guys unless you're stitchers, but Adornit is selling way more stitching stuff right now than they are paper products. You guys just aren't buying enough stuff. So we're not doing any paper stuff right now. The Christmas kits will be available again this year, and I will be doing some videos on those so that we will have videos available on how to put the Christmas stuff together. And I'm hoping to talk them into launching it in August, so that you guys can get your kits early and put Christmas gifts together. Okay, 2 more pages. What time is it? I'm good. Like I said, I may have to finish this later. We have a bunch of videos up for last year's Christmas kits, but these videos that I'm going to be doing this time around will be for for 2 years ago's Christmas kits. Tina says, my husband is prepping for a colonoscopy tomorrow. Must be colonoscopy season because my son just had one as well. My husband's is just a checkup. It's a checkup because he's had polyps before, but we don't have to talk about that. But my son's was for a scary thing and it turned out okay. Everything is okay. One more. So what I think I'm going to do, and we will talk about it momentarily, I do happen to love black covers. So I think we're going to cut a piece of cardstock for the cover and the back cover that is a solid black. This one is really off. So you guys are going to need to pick something for your cover now. Oh, tomorrow morning I will go back to the Wacken Open Air Festival to see the witches and warlocks exited. Yesterday I saw people from the wasteland and had to think of your husband. Oh my gosh, he would have loved that. Okay, so here's the deal. Book is complete, yes? So this one, the cover was the exact same size as the pages. I have to make a decision. Oh, hi, Palma. Happy belated birthday. Happy birthday yesterday. Were you partying like a rock star, like you were 20 years old? So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the same size as the book. I don't want it to stick out at all, you know? So mine is 6.5 by 6, and I need 2 pieces to cover my cover. So let me cut that. Hang tight. I have to open a big pack of black cardstock. I'm all out of black cardstock. So this is a pack I bought a few years ago. And I'm going with black because, you know, I can't say it. I don't want Carmen to get mad at me, but I love the color black. All right. Here's where some thought process has to come in. All right. So before you glue this down, let's just say you wanted to tie your book here and not have a belly band on the cover. And what I mean by a belly band, I wish I had my band here, but I can't find it. Oh, hang on. I got it. I got it. All right. I'm going to be using a belly band, which is a piece of fabric. You don't even really have to sew it if you don't want to. But it's going to go, God, isn't that one cute? And it's going to tie like this. So when you use your book, you'll open this up and take this off and remove it. You can also make these out of paper. So if you want to use one of your pieces of paper, you could laminate it if you wanted to make it stronger, or it could just be paper. But let's just say you didn't want to do a belly band and you just wanted to make a tie here. Before you glue your cover down, cut a ribbon or a piece of fabric from the kit or whatever to go here, right? So give me a second to find our, let's just go through our box real quick here before we do our cover and our back cover. I put everything from the kit in a box. This is going to be my belly band. This is my favorite fabric from Adornit. And it goes so well with what I'm doing. So that's going on my cover. I don't know if everybody got the exact same things in their kit or not in their mystery box, but I'm going to do a couple or one wooden button on the cover. I'm going to use one of these guys on the cover. I'm going to stitch on the cover. I may use this on the back side. This is some of my fabric that I designed. Oh wait, are there two pieces? No, just one piece. And what else goes on the cover? Oh, this is cool for the cover. You could use a little mini file folder if you wanted to on the cover. These little flower frames are fun if you got those. There are flower stickers. Let's open this. Don't throw any of the packaging away because we might use this stuff too. You never know. So there is all these stickers that came in the mystery box. These for sure we are using. They're some of my very favorite stickers that they ever made. They just peel apart little teeny tiny alphabets. I don't think I want to use that one on the cover. Ooh, this is cool. I've got a black and white polka dot sticker border. Another cool sticker border here. And other stickers. So if you want to tie with ribbon, you can use some of the ribbons that came in your pack. And what else? Oh, I got washi tape in my pack, but I don't think I want to use that today. Oh, and this would be super cool on the cover. So let's just take out a few of these things. And we're going to look at stuff and put this aside. Where's my cover? Oh, look at that. That's going to fit so nicely. So I think we'll do that a different day, or maybe I'll do it later today on the Adornit page. I don't know. But I'm just going to glue my covers down for now. I also want to, for my belly band part, it's going to go like this. Maybe not that wide. It's going to go like this on the book. Well, no, we're going to put the black here. Get rid of that crazy color stuff. I think this would go here, really cute. And then hand stitching, because we got a needle and thread. So we could do some hand stitching. I definitely want one of these little guys, and I definitely want a wooden button right here, but I think I might paint this. So stay tuned, because this belly band part is what I'm going to do today on the Adornit, in the Adornit group. But for now, we're just going to finish this book. And I'm going to get out of here because I got to get my husband to the colonoscopy doctor. A colonoscopy doctor. And that's the whole book. Do you guys have any questions? Because it is so simple. And you know what I should do before I put the back cover on? I better count and make sure I have 22 spots. Oh man, I'm gonna love this. It's gonna be really cool with this piece of wood here. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I like that page. 9, 10. Stuck together. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I think that's what I wanted. Let's find the prompts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That gives me an extra page for the end and an extra page for the front, right? So I can do a title page to begin here, or I'm just going to try to maybe I'll either fold this prompt sheet or I'm going to reduce it down and put it in the front here. I don't know yet. So we'll talk about that last. I glue this on here. When you glue the spine, do you use pure glue like PVA? You can use PVA glue. I didn't want anybody to have to go buy anything special, so I said regular old Elmer's glue. Basic kids school glue that most of us have at home for your spine. And we're going to do that here in a minute. Make sure that you burnish your cover and your back cover down, especially the corners, the edges. If you want a harder cover for your cover, you could add 2 pieces of cardstock. You could add a mat board type of thing. Uh-oh. How did that get there? Don't ruin my cover already. Ah. Big line. Might have to add another piece of black. Okay. Okay, so here's our spine. Do you see that? Here's what we're going to do. And here's the tricky part for some of you that don't own this equipment. Bulldog clips and clips from the dollar store are the way to roll. You're going to clip your book as tight as possible. See how there's all this extra air here? You're going to clip it with a bulldog clip or a clip from the dollar store. The bottom's going to be tricky because it is pocket material. Come on. Well, we'll clip that in a minute. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your white glue, and it's just like, have you ever made a notepad of paper? You're going to put the white glue on the spine here. You can do it 2 ways. You can go directly from the bottle, or you can take your finger or a paintbrush. Now, my husband told me this glue was working yesterday. There we go, because he and Atticus used it. So I'm just putting a globular of glue there. I'm going to take an old paintbrush. Where's my spine? It's over here. Ugh. And I'm just going to take a lot of glue and I'm going to paint it on the spine. And then you're going to let this all dry and you're going to come back to it in an hour or 2 and then do it again 3 times, maybe 4, depending on who you are and how over the top achiever you want to be. I would do 2 or 3 or 4. Just let it dry thoroughly to begin with. And I'm going to have to not do right in the center here. I'll move that clip and then do that center. Maybe I can do it. There we go. What this does is it puts a strengthening on your spine so that your book stays together very nicely. And yes, if you have fancy glue, if you're a fancy girl and you have PVA glue, use PVA. I don't have any. PVA glue is what bookbinders use. Okay? And this will all dry clear, right? Tina says, I just did it once and it was good, but you do you. Yes. All right, I have to go. I have a doctor's appointment in Grass Valley. So at 1 o'clock today, my time, 2 o'clock today, Mountain Standard Time, 3 o'clock today, Central Standard Time, and 4 o'clock today, I got lost, Eastern Standard Time. I'll be over on adornit.com doing a live video, and I'm going to do some stitching and putting my belly band together to hold the book closed. I might actually doodle on this and stamp on this. I haven't decided yet. What's the difference between PVA glue and white glue? I don't know. I think they took the acid out of the PVA glue and this is just crappy white glue. It's better glue, I can tell you that much. It also costs 4 times as much as this probably. If you're going to do a lot of bookbinding, invest. If you're not, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. So if you don't have these, put something heavy on it. Just make sure that on the bottom, if you don't have clips, if you're going to leave it on a table, that you put a piece of parchment paper or deli paper so that it doesn't stick. And then something heavy on top of it. Very heavy. Lots and lots and lots of bricks or books. Okay? So I'll be back at 1 o'clock today over in Adornit. This video will be saved. You can watch it later. I love you guys. We're going to have such a fun month. We will work on our first page tomorrow as well as talk about the pockets at that point. Okay? Okay. Make your book. Go. Shoo. Shoo. Go make your book. Love you. Bye. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, God bless America.